yet another episode of financial discipline strategies on this platform, Leaders of Finance, where we try to invite industry leaders and interact with them, understand from them the financial control strategies they implement in their businesses so that various other business leaders can take advantage of the learnings we try to get from these business leaders. In this series, today I have with me Mr. Dipane Gupta, Director, Multicolor Steels India Private Limited. Dipenji, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Rajat.
Mr. Dipane is Director at Multicolor Steels India Private Limited. Just a brief about it. It is a leading manufacturer and supplier of world-class pre-engineered buildings. They offer complete turnkey solutions from turnkey solutions for pre-engineered metal buildings. Their clients include top Indian and international names like Yamaha, Ford, Tata Steel, Maruti, Honda, etc. They have been awarded by ASCAD Software UK for best design detailing of pre-engineered building. They have also won award for best company in roofing and cladding by CIA World, and has also been awarded by Tata, Balco, Toyota, and other MNCs. Mr. Dipane is a young and dynamic director at this company who is taking care of the finance and other divisions at this company. So, Dipenji, before starting interaction, I would like to request you, if I have missed anything in the intro, you can add.
And thank you very much, Rajat. That was very, very good, very kind words. That was you've explained a lot already about me.
Okay, thank you. Dipenji, before we dig into finance, since COVID is right now going on, and you are in construction industry, labor problem is also there, which your industry must be facing. What is the outlook you see in your sector in coming 6 months to 1 year? Just if you can just brief everyone about it.
See, COVID has changed the way how we look at our business now, how we look at our customers now, how we approach our customers. Those businesses who adapted to the new change, they look at it as a normal scenario now, and they work towards the growth. The government sector already invested a lot in infrastructure. So there is a lot of scope in infrastructure projects. So the construction industry like ours can look at a good future if they adapt to the new working environments.
Right. Absolutely correct. And I believe that you need to correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that during this lockdown period and due to this corona, apart from other things, people have also realized that financial efficiency and financial controls, building financial controls in business is a very important thing. What is your view in this?
See, this is a wake-up call to all the businesses who were over-leveraged. The over-leverage of businesses to banks, over-utilization of finances, over-investment into projects. This is a wake-up call. Indian companies, especially MSME sector, are not used to having cash reserves. Now, COVID has made them realize that we need to have cash reserves with us for any such pandemic in the future. So it will force people to think about how they should manage their finances. And there are many new ways that have come up. Government facilities have also come up where people can manage and improve their finances now.
Right. एंड जैसे मैं कई बार सोचता हूँ कि क्या था कोविड से पहले जो साइकिल है वो राउंड द क्लॉक घूमे जा रही थी, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, पैसा आ रहा था, पैसा जा रहा था, डेटर्स से कलेक्शन आ रही थी, वेंडर्स को पेमेंट हो रही थी, तो कहीं पे कोई प्रॉब्लम दिख भी नहीं रही थी अगर कहीं पे कोई लीकेजेस हो रहे हैं या कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. बट जैसे ही पैसा आना रुका, कलेक्शन बंद हुई, और जब पता चला कि ईएमआईज भी हैं, डेफिनेटली वो आरबीआई ने थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंड कर दी, तो अभी उसका इम्पैक्ट इतना ज़्यादा नहीं दिखा। लेकिन जब सैलरीज आने को खड़ी हो गई और वेंडर्स ने पेमेंट्स के लिए फॉलो अप करना चालू किया और रिजर्व मेंटेन किए नहीं हुए थे, जो कि एक प्रैक्टिस एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर होनी चाहिए कैश रिजर्व की, जो नहीं थी, तो अल्टीमेटली लोगों ने अपनी ओडी लिमिट्स यूटिलाइज करी, वो बर्न आउट हो गए उससे भी। और शायद ये भी कभी किसी ने, बहुत से लोगों ने नहीं नोटिस किया था कि वो ओडी लिमिट भी हर महीने पहले भी वो बढ़ती जा रही थी, अगर किसी कंपनी में ऐसा हो रहा था तो। अब शायद ये समय है कि वो ये एनालाइज करे कि भाई जो लिमिट्स उन्होंने ले रखी हैं वो कितनी यूजफुल, मतलब वो कितना सही डायरेक्शन में पैसा यूज हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा। पता चला वो ऑफिस का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल भी ओडी लिमिट से ही पे हो रहा है बस। आपका क्या व्यू है इसमें?
सर बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हैं. People have started realizing the importance of how to efficiently use those OD limits. Receivables पे जो पहले leverage थी लोगों की, that people should understand कि अब वो कम हो गई है, क्योंकि अगर receivables से timely पैसा नहीं दिया, COVID times में तो natural delays हुए हैं of 2 to 3 months. Salaries were on the heads. How they manage salaries, how MSMEs are coping up with salaries. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of contractors have lost their contracts for working in plants. A lot of labor have gone back. So people have, tried to save costs here and there. Somehow they're trying to struggle. They're taking additional loans from banks. So it created a lot of ruckus. It created a lot of financial imbalance in the industry and in the businesses, which now people should start realizing and start working on balancing it out.
अच्छा, ये एनवायरनमेंट कोविड की सिचुएशन से डील करने के लिए आपने भी कुछ स्टेप्स ज़रूर लिए होंगे अपनी कंपनी के अंदर, मे बी रिलेटेड टू कंट्रोलिंग द कॉस्ट और डिगिंग डाउन डीप इनटू द फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट, बिकॉज आज की डेट में ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस देखना चाह रही हैं कि कैसे फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट को कम कर दिया जाए, बिकॉज कलेक्शंस आर डेफिनेटली नॉट एट दैट लेवल व्हिच दे यूज्ड टू बी प्री कोरोना। तो आप लोगों ने क्या स्टेप्स अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में लिए हैं ताकि इस पेंडेमिक के बाद से, जो कि फाइनेंशियल एफिशिएंसी की तरफ लेके जा रहे हैं कंपनी को?
Uh, Corona mein, the very first thing we started doing was follow up with the receivables. Collections pe bahut focus kiya, so that if we are able to maintain even a small bit of cash flow in the company, we won't have to, leave our manpower. We won't have to go for layoffs like other bigger companies have done. We were able to renegotiate with bank the interest rates. आरबीआई ने काफी अच्छे प्रोविजंस निकाले हैं और काफी अच्छी छूट दी है, जिसके वजह से इंटरेस्ट रेट्स हैव ड्रॉप डाउन ड्रास्टिकली. जो 20% एडिशनल कोलैटरल फ्री लोन जो अलाउ किया था, दैट definitely helped in cash flow, in keeping up with the expenses. Yes, everyone, all of us deep down dived into the fixed cost, fixed cost को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, उनकी एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाने के लिए हमने बहुत सबने होमवर्क किया. But we had to use these tools which the government allowed, so that we were able to survive for another a month or two. Later on, we were able to approach our customers with the new products, with new innovations, so that we could keep working during COVID times. Our office was only shut for 1 month. After that, our office physically was shut, but my staff was working from home. So we announced to our customers in 15 to 20 days that we are back in business. We may not be able to do site activities. We may not be able to manufacture at the full scale, but we are there. There may be delays, but we are there with you. We are there to support you. We are there to support you in any possible way. We changed our, we received a few orders during the COVID. We changed our way of working. We changed our payment terms. We negotiated hard with payment terms. Instead of giving credit lines, now we went for advances, and people were kind enough to support us with some advance, which helped us a lot during COVID. So it's not always only focus on expenses ki kharcho ko kam karo. Yes, that is a major part, but as an MSME, आप कितना कंट्रोल करोगे अपने खर्चों को? Because you already, as being an MSME, आप already अपने खर्चों को कंट्रोल करके रखते हो. आप नाप के खर्चा करते हो. It's not like an MNC कि आपने एक की जगह 2 बंदे रखे हुए हैं हर जगह, या for one particular you have 4 backups. Nothing like that. हम तो बल्कि एक बंदे से हम 4 काम करवाते हैं. MSME So already expenses are controlled. On only the risk with MSMEs was the cash flow. So we had to use other tools to manage the cash flows.
राइट एंड जैसे आपने बताया ना कि आपने अपने कस्टमर के साथ में पेमेंट टर्म्स चेंज करी और कहीं पे आपने एडवांसेस भी मांगे, तो ये भी एक अब एक अप्रोच बनानी ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज कई बिजनेस ओनर्स पहले क्या करते थे कि फोकस था सेल्स इंक्रीज करने पे, मतलब सेल्स इंक्रीज हो जाए, कलेक्शन होती रहेगी, क्रेडिट टर्म्स बढ़ा दिए, ठीक है, क्लाइंट डिलेड पेमेंट दे रहा है तो भी कोई बात नहीं, आ जाएंगे, पैसा आ जाएगा, इन्वेंट्री कम होनी चाहिए डेटर्स में। वो ये नहीं समझ रहा था कि पैसा कुछ नहीं है, वो इन्वेंट्री में लगा हुआ था, अब वो डेटर में लग गया, जाके अकाउंट रिसीवेबल में लग गया। तो अल्टीमेटली जो रोल एक बैंक प्ले कर रहा है लोन देने का, वो हमने शुरू कर दिया। वो तो इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है, हम इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन दे रहे हैं एक तरीके से कस्टमर को, ये बोल के कि चल तू कम से कम हमसे मटेरियल तो ले जा, उसके बाद पैसे दे दियो बाद में। तो अब
we are not MSMEs, we are non-banking financial corporates which fund our customers collateral free
and also interest free sometimes, many times.
Maximum interest free, sir. Maximum interest free.
Maximum interest free. We definitely might be having a clause in the invoice that we will be charging late interest, late for paying late. But वो possible हो नहीं पाता और कई बार late payments आती हैं, हम agree कर जाते हैं. But now is the time people will realize that in business, profit is not the only thing which you need to focus upon. The percentage of profit which is available with the company in cash terms plays a huge role, because वो पैसा अल्टीमेटली कंपनी के पास अगर यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए अवेलेबल ही नहीं है तो वो कहीं पर भी पड़ा रहे, फिर वो प्रॉफिट केवल बुक्स में बैंक्स के लिए और बाकी इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए, वो सब उन्हीं के दिखाने के लिए।
करेक्ट। आज की डेट में कैश प्रॉफिट्स की वैल्यू है, that is what your actual profit is, not what your books are showing or what your P&L account is showing. आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं इस मामले में।
जी, तो आप अपने बिजनेस के अंदर वैसे रूटीन में रेगुलरली किस तरह से अपने यहाँ पे रेगुलर रिव्यूज करते हैं ताकि आप ऑन टॉप रहें फाइनेंशियल कंट्रोल के, थोड़ा सा आप उसके बारे में बताइए।
See, we are running SAP system in our organization, so काफी processes उसके अंदर streamlined है, and we keep having monthly meetings, weekly weekends with our department. काफी हमने MIS develop किए हुए हैं so that they keep giving us the weekly receivable reports, payable reports, daily cash flow reports. We close our books every month, so हम अपनी monthly, so that we can focus on our monthly profit and loss and turnover figures, कि where do we stand, how do we change our strategy so that we improve ourselves. So we've developed such systems over past few years. Luckily, even during COVID times, we were able to get those reports. हमने अपने सारे systems online किए हुए हैं. Even if my team, we based in Delhi, if it is system, my accountant is in Bombay, he can still access my system, complete his work, give me the report in time. So every week we ensure we have weekly MIS with us so that we can analyze the financial status of the company.
Right. That's very important. And the thing you told that you close the books monthly, that is something which a lot of MSMEs miss. It becomes difficult for many business owners to get the books completed even at the year end. So closing books every month, which is very important. Sometimes what happens in any organization is that purchase bills or any expenses bills come after 1, 2, 3 months, and you don't have profit and loss of a particular month calculated accurately. So this does not really show the correct financial health of any business.
You're absolutely right. See, this procedure basically we started some 2-3 years back only, where we focused on closing our books monthly. There were a lot of problems. There were a lot of resistance from teams. Construction sites say invoices kabhi aaj tak time se nahi aate the. It took us years so that we could get accurate figures, so that we could get a timely closing of the books. Now, since we put that automated system in our SAP, like today is 3rd July, so 1st July, I have to open my next period. So the moment my July opens up in the system, my last month is closed. I only have a grace of 30 days only for the month of June, which I can complete my pending entries or my adjustment entries, and by the end of this week, that will also be closed. So we close. We only keep this 10 days grace time so that whatever is pending, we finish it off and close the books.
Okay.
This helped us reduce a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, a lot of missing entries from our system, जो हमें एक साल के बाद auditing के बाद reconciliation के बाद पता लगती थी. And then instead of walking towards the future, we were rectifying our past. हम अपने पीछे ही देखते थे, आगे नहीं देख पाते थे.
तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि 10 डेज के बाद, मंथ एंड के 10 डेज के बाद में कोई बैक डेटेड एंट्री कर ही नहीं सकता लास्ट मंथ में.
सर द गवर्नमेंट ने जो GSTR 1, 2 और 3 का जो सिस्टम बनाया है,
हाँ जी,
that has smoothened this process of closing monthly.
राइट
Means
राइट.
we have to focus on filing the report, filing the GST returns. मतलब अगर उसके बाद कोई एंट्री आई तो नेचुरली हम उसको नहीं ले सकते रिटर्न में. सो वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन फिनिशिंग अप आवर एंट्रीज इन टाइम.
Also it will help you in it must be helping you in correct financial analysis. Otherwise क्या होगा कि आपने एक मंथ का प्रॉफिट देखा और किसी ने पीछे बैकडेटेड एंट्री कर दी सिस्टम में, तो वो प्रॉफिट देखने का कोई यूज ही नहीं है, बिकॉज वो चेंज हो चुका है. तो अगर आप टाइमली अलाउ क्लोज नहीं करोगे उस ग्रेस पीरियड के बाद में, तो फिर तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी ही आएगी, वो करेक्ट प्रॉफिट देख नहीं पाएंगे आप कभी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल यही बात है. दैट इज द रीजन वी कीप अ लुक एट आवर फाइनेंसेस एवरी मंथ, एंड वी वर एबल टू डू दिस बिकॉज़ वी क्लोज आवर बुक्स एवरी टाइम.
Yeah.
एवरी मंथ.
And just tell me one thing, that even though there are a lot of good accountants in any company, you must be having them also, and they must be doing their work accurately. But sometimes, being part of management, there is always a doubt in the mind that कहीं कोई mistake तो नहीं हो रही होगी, सब कुछ ठीक से जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा. तो आप उस डाउट को कैसे दूर करते हो? उसके लिए आपने क्या मेजर्स लिए हुए हैं ताकि अकाउंटिंग में कोई मिस्टेक नहीं हो रही हो, हर तरह के इंटरनल कंट्रोल सिस्टम्स ऑल राइट चल रहे हो सब तरह से, वो आप कैसे करते हैं?
हमने बैंक का सिस्टम कॉपी करके इम्प्लीमेंट किया.
अच्छा.
बैंक क्या करता है, एक आपका अकाउंटेंट एंट्री एंटर करता है सिस्टम के अंदर. टैली में आप उसको ऑप्शनल कह लो, या एसएपी में वी कॉल इट पार्क. हम सिस्टम में पार्क करते हैं, एंड देन द अदर पर्सन पोस्ट दैट डॉक्यूमेंट.
राइट राइट.
सो वी इम्प्लीमेंटेड दैट सिस्टम. उससे हमारी स्पीड जरूर आधी हो गई, उससे हमारा थोड़ा टाइम कंजम्पशन ज्यादा लगा एंट्रीज करने में, बट दैट वाज ओनली ड्यूरिंग द इनिशियल स्टेज. लेटर ऑन हमारे वी रियलाइज आफ्टर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दिस पार्क एंड पोस्ट, हमारे नंबर ऑफ एरर्स रिड्यूस्ड ड्रास्टिकली. जब मैं अगर एक एम्प्लॉय को बताता हूं कि आपने गलत एंट्रीज करी, आप उसको ठीक करो, सो उसकी नेचुरल टेंडेंसी है कि मेरी बात को इग्नोर करें एंड फ्यूचर में कभी दोबारा होनी ही होनी है. बट व्हेन he is entering and his colleague is checking, so वो आपस में that really, I don't know what effect did it give, कि the data entry person itself started making less entries. So we have a park and a post system where one person parks the entry, the other person checks the entry and then posts it, and my accounting effect only takes place after the other person have posted. Okay. And when we have weekly reports, we keep a track of how many entries are pending for checking. We have a target of clearing daily entries daily. We don't want to keep any pending entries, so we have we end up having 90% entries finished on the same day with a two-step check process. One is at the time of entry, second during the check, and the third when we close the month, when we make our GST returns. That is time again, all entries are audited by itself because we have to make reports. So this 3-check process, tells us, helps us reduce errors. There have been times where we are able to find errors at the time of filing of GST returns. Ki, okay, both of them have missed something, but पहले तो कुछ भी नहीं था checking, जिसने मार दी entry मार दी. Now we have at least a funnel where at least it goes to 2 filters, then the third filter. So we were able to control a lot of errors that way.
I think you are talking about inertial, if I can say, it is a maker checker approach wherein somebody is first parking entry and then another one is posting the entry, or we can say checking the entry and then approving it. So
Correct,
this is
correct,
something really fantastic because it really reduces the number of errors as you have already mentioned. And then you again have one check at the month end wherein while filing the GST return, you again take out the report and see where the errors are there. So that again, whatever small number of errors would have been left out at the time of entry, they would have been taken care of while filing the GST return. And then of
correct.
course there would be some external team reviewing the work of the accounts on regular basis, based on which another if there is any small non-compliance which have taken place, then it will be taken care of by that external agency also, right?
Absolutely. Although the frequency of external agency is less because we've developed our team in such a way, once they were trained to do the making and checking your own work basically shows you your own mistakes.
Right.
Auditor आके आपको बता देगा आपने ये गलतियां करी हैं, that and that time he will only rectify those entries. He will not make a system where those entries won't happen again, those mistakes
Right.
won't happen.
uh,
But
uh,
self-auditing, we have the same accountants during the time of GST. They do an internal audit, self-audit. Make they themselves made a system wherein they do not repeat those mistakes again. Rectification is a different issue. Okay, rectification entry dal di, adjustment entries dal di, and we've done. But they themselves developed the system where they do not repeat the same mistakes again. They do not have to come back to those entries again because they realize the importance of time. Earlier there were so many pendencies on their heads, sir, entries hain, aaj bahut entries, aaj bahut kaam hai. Now because they don't have to go for rectification work, they have ample time to do all the entries. When they go back home, the desk is clean, there is no document pending on their desk.
राइट। तो वो बात यह है कि जैसे आपने बोला कि कोई भी एक्सटर्नल एजेंसी के थ्रू आप काम कराते हैं तो वो डेफिनेटली एरर्स बताती है, और उसके बाद जब तक अगर आपने अपने सेल्फ ऑडिट के स्ट्रक्चर्स डेवलप नहीं करे तो फिर क्या होगा, वो एरर्स अगेन एंड अगेन आते ही रहेंगे। तो क्या होगा कि सिम्टम्स तो क्योर हो जाएंगे, सिम्टम्स तो आप टेकन केयर हो जाएंगे, बट डिजीज तो दोबारा से फैल जाएगा। तो वो उसको कैसे क्योर करे, तो वो सेल्फ ऑडिट ही उसका एक बेस्ट वे है, या प्रोसेस है, ऐसे प्रोसेसेस बना देना जहां पर एक तरीके से यू हैव बिल्ड इन कॉन्करेंट ऑडिट सिस्टम in the accounting environment wherein every moment there is a check taking place, so chances of error coming in are really very less.
Absolutely.
So this is something which should be copied by lot many business owners, because people don't have this system in their place where they are completely dependent on sometimes the junior level accountants. If they have passed one entry, then it is final unless and until it is checked by any other person. And because system के अंदर फोर्सफुल मेजर्स नहीं है जहां पर चेकर को एंट्री अप्रूव करनी है एक एक, तो वो हो सकता है उसको मिस आउट भी कर जाए जो उसका सीनियर है, तो इस वजह से वो सिस्टम में रह ही जाती है एंट्री।
Sir, it's a matter of the business owner taking an interest in implementing that system. You
Right.
name any software, every software has the system of maker and checker.
Right.
Tally ले लो, आप Busy ले लो, और आप SAP ले लो. I've worked with all three softwares. Everyone has a system of maker and checker. It is only a matter of interest of implementing that system. It's a painful step, but once taken, it create wonders for you. अब टैली में अब हम लोग उनको चलो मेकर चेकर बना देते हैं, बट उसको अगर डिलीशन का आपने राइट दे दिया या अगर आपने उसको ओपन एक्सेस दे दिया, then there's no point of making and checking because again it will be the same thing.
वो फिर बाद में चेक होने के बाद डिलीट कर देगा, उसको क्या फायदा।
Exactly. So the owners have to take out some time to implement the system properly.
I think the interaction with you is so full of learning that I am not able to ask the last question which I wanted to, but मतलब इतना ज़्यादा चीज़ें सीखने को मिल रही हैं आपसे और इतना interaction fruitful लग रहा है कि मुझे लगता है मैं on and on पूछता जाऊं और आपसे बात करता जाऊं। बट बिकॉज हमें टाइमलाइंस का भी ध्यान रखना है, तो मैं लास्ट में आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि इन दिस चैलेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट, टफ टाइम्स, आप क्या एडवाइस करेंगे एमएसएमईज को, especially from the view of finance, what they should take care about to pass through these tough times and survive?
So the very first thing the MSMEs need to do is दिमाग का ब्लॉक को निकालना कि कोविड है इसलिए बिजनेस बंद है. The business is not stopped. The business is on. The business is on. The only thing has changed is the way how you do business. Second, the government has given us wonderful tools, wonderful online tools, wonderful MSME support systems, which not many MSMEs are aware of. MSME portals पे जाइए, government के portals पे जाइए, आप MSME समाधान है, ट्रेड्स है. There are so many options that government has given now, which protects the interest of MSMEs, which people should start using for their everyday business, which will help them. A lot of credit lines have been opened up for MSMEs. Collateral-free credit lines have been opened, and it's a matter of taking effort. थोड़ा सा रिसर्च करने की बात है. गूगल के ऊपर आप जाओ, इंटरनेट के ऊपर आप जाओ, you just type whatever you need, you find a solution which has been given by the government.
Right.
The way you do business, how you approach your customers. कस्टमर भगवान है, लेकिन हमें भी अपना घर चलाना है, ठीक है ना? तो अगर कस्टमर बोलता है बाद में पेमेंट मिलेगी और आप हम घर बैठ जाएंगे उस बात को लेके, so naturally our cash flows are affected.
Right.
We have to request our customers for payments. We were able to turn our cycle, जो हमारा 60 days, 80 days, 90 days, 120 days का payment cycle था, we've been able to convert that to 30% advance. There have been projects we doing with 80% advance, जो मेरा 60 days, 120 days का cycle था. And the only thing changed was हमने एक बारी कोशिश की, मांग के देख लेते हैं, मना तो वैसे ही करेगा वो. And we were shocked when a few of our customers agreed to, and they really did make a difference. हमें लगता है कि कस्टमर हमसे लूज हो जाएगा, बट ऐसा नहीं है. कस्टमर से अपनी बात रख के देखें, अपने कैश फ्लोज अपने आप इंप्रूव हो जाएंगे.
आप अपने ही तो पैसे मांग रहे हैं.
आप अपने पैसे मांग रहे हैं.
हाँ, नहीं, thank you so much, and I think the entire discussion of whatever time I spent with you was ultimately really was full of learning, and I'm really thankful to you for coming online with me and interacting on this topic. I hope there would be a lot of takeaways for the audience. Thank you so much, Dipane ji.
Thank you so much, Rajat, for this wonderful opportunity and this great initiative for our MSMEs. Thank you very much.